Okay, students, now today we're going to add some design and into our ammonites. We're going to do this simply by taking, I've got this example here. We're going to break this up into some sections. Now, mimicking the curve of the opening of our shell structure, we're going to come in here and just kind of mimic that line and make a curved line like that. Now, we do not want these to be super close together because we're going to be painting those in a few minutes, and we want to be able to have enough area there to add several different colors. You're just going to simply work your way around. Again, they will get closer together as you're getting to the smaller inside of that spiral shape. And when you're done, it's going to look like, basically like this. So let's take a few minutes to do that, and then we're going to paint again. Now we're going to start applying the color to our ammonite sections. The first thing we're going to do is take a medium, and you'll also want probably a small paintbrush also for our little tight spots in here. So I'm just going to wet it. Again, conditioning our paint. Now, once that has sat there for a few minutes, we're going to take our brush and lightly drag it through there. Now, we are going to leave little openings or little bright areas where it sections off into this ammonite. So we're going to start by beginning right here on this line that we created, the first one. And then we're going to bring it towards the opening of that ammonite, and right before we get to the end of it, we're going to stop. Then we're going to just continue that down, following that area. Then right along where it meets that other little part of the spiral, we're going to cap that off. See how it creates this shape? Now we're going to fill that in with paint. When you're asking yourself which direction should I make my brush strokes, think about the shape of the object. Now this is a curved object, so we're just going to mimic the lines that we have made to kind of create our little areas. Again, get yourself comfortable in painting, and we're just going to keep adding it to it. Now we're going to repeat this process right here in the next section. This time we're going to pick up our paint. We're going to leave a little gap just like we did right there in the front end of our ammonite. So a little space about like that, and we're just going to bring that down. Now I'm going to move forward to my line. I'm going to come right up on that line. Then go ahead and finish pulling this over. And you're going to continue to fill the area in with paint just like we did before. If you get big puddles of paint, use that. Just pick it up with your paintbrush and you can move it to a different area, but use those up, and then that way you don't have little spots in your color. Now when you're finished, your end product should basically look like this. Now, let's talk about a little problems you're going to run into. As you're painting, be careful that you haven't painted something and then move over to paint another object and you get your hand into it. So just keep moving your paper around and be comfortable. Transition to your smaller brush in your tighter areas and enjoy adding the last bit of watercolor to your artwork.